Make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. What do you need? Check flag 47. We own them. We own them.
A carry for Bryce Love, the fourth-rounder from Stanford. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, two guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I can't believe they let you play.
On first down, here's Love. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
47. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Khalil Mack. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's got his target, it's Cobb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession. No room to be had there on the first down run, as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
Throwing on second down, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's good.
Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
A rare misstep on that last play, because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of one, and that'll make it third and 13. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
25-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you, big man.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
That's going to be a
Mixon with a first down carry. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 45-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Starting the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On second down, here's Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll run here with Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out.
Wow, that ball was knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Love. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Lorenzo Alexander in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Returnable here for Davis. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait in, enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
I know
and
most of the
4.
time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Inside. Show it eight.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hey, let's get some penetration. Getting some penetration. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Hatch it.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3.
Eagles 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. From the 31, Garoppolo. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Bryce Love. As the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hopkins with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Dustin Hopkins.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Second and 1 at the 36-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
65, 65.
Again, it's Mixon.
Get wide.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Good push up front in that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On first down, Mixon, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now a dump off here complete, and he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36.
First down, Dallas.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of work.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Vic Beasley able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on first down, Rodgers. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run again with Love on first down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times sometimes this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with now a hit and a loose football. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Well, security eluded him. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
On third down, here's Love. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Khalil Mack. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the run, it's Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Back to Mixon on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Mixon on the carry.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 99. Hey, 88.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got Sanu. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
At the 35-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Watch 54. Run.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Mixon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
On 1st down, Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. This is Mixon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Love. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll run with Love. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Second and 11 at the 33-yard line.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Eagles, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.